It's time for the Giz Wiz with Matt's maddest writer, Dick D. Bartolo. This is episode 1840, recorded July 15th, 2021. Apple Workout. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Dickie D has a personal heating and cooling system for you. I have a cheapo Chad's Crappy Corner and a viewer video with an old piece of tech. All next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same show with Dickie D and OMG Chad on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, the zero sugar Dickie D. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Doing good myself. I guess. I had a frustrating day today.
Okay.
But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. How's your week been?
Let's see. I went to a Sweet.
Oh yeah.
Is a big toy event, and they will have an in-person one in October, but they had a virtual one yesterday, and actually it was pretty good. I found some stuff. And while we were talking before the show, someone complimented on your shirt.
Yes.
And I can tell you that there are several tie-dyed kits coming in the fall.
It is a thing. Tie-dye is making a comeback. Big time.
Yes.
Big time.
There are going to be kits where kids can make their own tie-dyed garments. And what hasn't died is those pop bubble things.
No, those fidget poppers. They're all over the place.
Yes, and there are more coming. I couldn't believe it.
This is absolutely a fidget spinner situation, in my opinion. The fidget spinners lasted long enough that there was a time that I was like, these may legitimately be like a new product. Like, this might last, but then they died out. And I feel like that's where the Pop-It things are. It's right. Like, they're still on the rise. We probably still have, like, maybe a few more months, at least through the December time, and then they'll die off. That's my expectation.
Well, I found a great toy that we're going to talk about on the show today. And not a funny gadget, but an interesting take on, I think it was from Spin Master. They're coming out with a line of swimming pool floats with Hyperflate. Okay.
Hyperflate technology. Ooh.
Yes, they left out the word technology.
It was implied. So it's an implied technology.
Yes. It's kind of the way they showed it on the screen is kind of an interesting idea. You don't have to like put your mouth on the thing and blow it up. You evidently blow into a tunnel that has a little fan that increases your blowing by 5 times, and it can inflate the thing rather quickly. So hopefully I'll get one, or I'll be able to do a demo with someone who will actually blow one up for me on camera. So that was kind of fun. And then one of my favorite things is the one that I have a video of for later in the show.
Cool.
Now, you had a terrible experience today, right?
I did. Oh, my gosh. I called you about an hour ago in a panic. So the plan was, we had discussed this at the end of a last show, that I was going to cover the Wisecam robot RV, RC car thing. So I was in the middle of recording that, and I got to I had set it all up. It took a little while to assemble, and I got to the point where I had to add the Wise camera to the car. And Wise camera has just come out with, basically in December, I think it was, the version 3 of their Wise cameras. And so I've gotten rid of all of my version 2 ones because a lot of them I had put outside. They're not meant for going outside. They got kind of crummy and the lenses kind of fogged up. So I threw all of them away. But the car requires version 2. It cannot handle version 3. And so I don't have a version 2 camera anymore. I only have the version 3s around. And of course, this is Wise Camera. Almost all of their products are sold online exclusively.
Yes.
There was a chance for me, though, that they sell them at Micro Center. I don't know how Micro Center got Wise Cams, but they have them. And so I was on my way to drive to Micro Center, which is very far away. And I realized I was not going to be able to go pick it up, get back in 4 to 5 o'clock traffic, then actually record the rest of the review and have Giz Wiz start on time. So I called you in a panic going, we may have to be late on the Giz Wiz. And luckily you had another gadget. So next week we will be covering the Wise Camera RC car thing. And we'll try it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Another big issue is that the version 2 is the old one and nobody sells that one. I can find version 3s for sale at different locations. So like, Giz 302 said Home Depot. I couldn't find the version 2, which was the issue because it's kind of old now. It's so frustrating.
Where do you buy? Do they sell 2 on their website?
I didn't even look because I knew that wasn't an option. Let me look now that I have a week.
Isn't the car a new thing?
So it is, but also it's like kind of not for sale because I went to look.
Oh, that's right. It was.
Yeah.
People thought it was April Fool, but it turned out it was a real thing. Is that right? Is that the one? Yeah.
Right. See, even on their website, so I need to dig a little bit deeper, but this is just their main page, right? There is no version 2 available. The only one on here is the version 3. And go shopping. They may have a bigger selection here on this. Okay, so this is what I need. So, do they have any others? No, that's the outdoor. So I would need this black one. So yeah, it costs $32. Which I remember it being cheaper when it was.
But they've taken away the $5 shipping.
Right. Oh, is it free shipping? Oh,
it's free shipping.
I do see that. So, I can get this online, which is great, but that was definitely a very frustrating experience to realize that the Wise Cam that I have isn't going to work. Scooter X is saying that Home Depot has them, which is crazy because I looked. But
wow.
Let me see if they have it locally, because this would have solved a lot of things.
And did they charge a lot?
Yeah, they don't have them in my area for pickup. I could have it shipped to the store, but the ones around me are not available. So anyway, that was my frustration. That was my frustrating story.
So you're going to be able to get, where's your city dump? Maybe they're still there.
Right. Excuse me, I threw away some Wise cameras a few months ago.
About how far down in this pile would a month ago be? I said, the Wise cams, I took all of those. My kids are playing with
Right,
them.
they're right there. Sorry, it's mine now. So yeah. So anyway,
right, well then you'll do one next week.
Yes, it'll be my next week's gadget, assuming nothing else breaks. Or goes crazy.
Okay. Oh, and next week it's a Wednesday show.
It is. Next week is a Wednesday show. Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Let's jump
into some gadgets.
Okay, here's the amazing gadget number 1.
The amazing.
It's July. The heat continues. We did the fan for your tent. We did the neck fans. So when I saw an ad for the personal cooling and heating system, I had to get it, okay? The easy-to-carry design, ideal for family outings, work, camping, the beach, gym, or sporting events. All right, so all right. It looks like a mug, doesn't it?
It does. It looks like a cup with a straw.
Big cup, big straw.
Are there any instructions in here?
It's a reusable boba tea cup. The big old straw. Does it?
What the heck?
Does it use ice? What's going on here?
Oh, setup. Oh, okay. Install 3 AA batteries. For cooling, unscrew the lid. Add 2 cups of ice cubes.
Yeah! I made one of these with a styrofoam.
Recenter the air post.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is for warm.
But
Unscrew, remove
water.
the lid. Add 2 to 4 air-activated warming pods.
Put in some hand warmers and seal that thing up.
This.
Do that 20 to 30 minutes prior to use to allow sufficient heat activation.
Oh my gosh. And I know what's coming up because I've clicked the website and I know there's viewers. Hang with us.
All right, so you fill this with ice. Okay. And then I guess you add the hose. And then you direct it toward you. I mean, I'll put batteries in it and I'll put it with ice and we'll check back. But I'll let you in on a little secret. I saw this, I think at the hardware show. Okay. And I said to the guy, oh, that's kind of interesting. How much is it? And I heard $30. I said, oh, for $30, that's not bad. And he said, no, $130. So I said, well, is there a little compressor in there? He said, no, you fill it with ice. So I said, well, lots of luck with that gadget. So guess what? I found it on Deal of the Day for $30. But can you imagine seeing this online as the personal cooling and heating system and paying $130? I mean, I think it's probably worth $30, but
A Yeti cup is about
okay. I can see there's a fan in here.
It's got to just
piece
be a
of
fan.
foam.
There's a funnel.
$130. Well, anyway, we'll put ice in it, and then we'll air condition the entire studio with that. But I thought you'd get a kick out of the personal cooling and heating system. We'll be back. Okay, 3 AA batteries are in here. Let me just lock that battery compartment. 2 cups of ice. All right. And then screw.
Get those treads lined up.
I hope they're not sold out because I need to get more of these. Push button to activate airflow. Push again to shut it off. For best result, hold close by or direct airflow with the extendable provided air tube.
For best results, put it directly to your face. That sound. Oh my.
I think the fan hits the foam.
Oh gosh.
Hello, Mom. Let me get a paper towel. Look at the airflow.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's not budging at all. Oh, with the magic of levitation.
Oh, it raised the temperature. It's 84. It's 82. Oh, maybe I have it on heat. You know what? I think this outcraps most of Chad's.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. The fact that that's a real gadget is astounding. When I clicked this link you provided, and I saw the price at $120.
Yes.
I was shocked.
Click the review. You don't have to watch the review, but just look at the title of the next link.
Air World Review, the $160 heating and cooling gadget.
$160.
There's no way.
And it is exactly the same gadget, except they call it Air
Whirl. Oh my gosh.
Can you?
This comment is exactly what I was thinking. For $159, you can buy a small AC unit and a little heater.
Yes.
There's no possible way in any reality that this is a good idea. Now, I think it was Captain J.
Why would it work? I mean, if you put ice in a container and put a fan above it, maybe the heat.
That should work.
That should work.
That should. I remember making one of those, but first off, what was confusing was that the hose. There's only one hose. You need two, right? You need one to push in.
An intake.
Yeah.
Yes.
I only saw one.
The intake is on where the fan is.
So that was confusing. This is just a very flawed gadget.
Yeah. I mean, it may work better with the heating pads because heat rises. So the heat might rise to where the... But this is one of those things where somebody thought, we are going to make a killing of a life. I mean, like I said at the hardware show, I thought he said $30. And that was before I knew he just said ice in there. Yeah. When he said 130... I thought, that's
when we did the DIY crappy corner.
Oh, yes.
I think I made this specifically. It's one of these foam things, and you just stick ice in it, and it worked. It was colder coming out of there.
Look at the size of the fan you're using.
Right.
Compared to the El Crapo fan in this thing.
Right. There's no way. I mean, there's just no way. How? So it was either Scooter X or Captain J found it on AliExpress. And I'm even shocked that it cost this much on AliExpress. Because think of the tools required. What are you buying here? You're buying a fan, a switch, and a battery holder.
Yeah.
And a cup.
Yeah.
Like, how is this not 2 cents?
You said we should find something on Alibaba. Maybe someone did. And they said, you know what?
I could sell this for $130. If I only sell 20 of them, I've made a huge profit.
Let's buy 100 and market them.
Right.
Are they selling it as a heater cooler on Alibaba?
Well, let me see.
Can you go back to that picture?
Air cooler with personal cooler, humidifier, purifier, cooler, and warming fan, I guess.
Fan. Okay.
There's just no way.
No way. No way.
No way. This is ridiculous. What does this even mean? 19 years new. What does that even mean? It does say hot and cold fan. Warm your heart with this gadget. Yeah, that's insane. That's just crazy. Okay, here's the gadget. We're always talking about a Kickstarter gadget that we need to come up with. We make this, but forget about the metal, nice thing, okay? We go and we measure the top of a Big Gulp, okay? And we make only the lid portion. So you just go, you buy a 40-cent Big Gulp, fill it with ice, and then circulate the air through the Big Gulp, and then, bam, you have your own personal air conditioner. And all we sell is the lid.
That's better. That's better.
Because we need to get on this Kickstarter.
Between sips, air condition your body. You can actually put it on the soda.
Yeah.
Just when you order your soda, order extra ice.
I didn't think about that. You could have it work still as a Big Gulp. Yeah. We just put a straw through the top. You could walk
around and you could drink out of
the... Exactly.
There'll be a little straw in here, and then this is the drinking straw, and this is the air conditioning straw.
Right. It's perfect.
Oh my! No, that's a great idea.
This is a way better idea than this thing.
Watching. Oh
my gosh.
Yeah, that is one of the most only one left.
Yeah, on this version of it in pink.
But they're still very expensive.
Yeah. I don't understand. I really think you're buying the cup. Because this thing is a battery, a switch, and a fan. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Wow. That really does take the
We have
cake.
number one when we do our worst of the year. I think we can almost declare this the winner.
Yes.
Already.
Yes. I really wish it would have been a Chad Scrappy Corner, because that would have really done well. That's great. The problem is there was no way I was going to buy that for $130.
Oh, no. I mean, it's still on. Oh, hit the other Until Gone. I think it's back to its normal price of $35. So if you were bowled over by its performance, you may still be able to buy one at Until Gone.
Let's see. Condition new.
Still there? Still there.
Yeah.
Still there.
That is just hilarious that is actually accurate. The 120 crossed out.
And yet, we found it. We found it for $120.
You even saw them at a show. That's insane.
Yes.
That is insane.
Anyway. All right. Shall we move on?
Yes, let's move on.
It's a quickie. What the heck is it? For you in the chat room.
Okay.
And here it is.
Quickie, what the heck is it, Chad? Do you know what that is?
A tiny motorized thing for the pool. A juicer.
Dennis said you're going to know in a minute. How about
a sundial. Oh, an apple slicer.
I wouldn't have guessed it.
With a cover. I've never seen one with a cover.
Huh? Give it away? Okay. Can it core a apple? That's for you, Jackie.
I've never seen one with a cover.
Oh, well, we'll see how it works after we got it. It finally worked.
Unfortunately, we only have one apple. And
one take theater.
It's kind of slants to the side. So we're going to... The object here is we're going to cut this apple into, I think, 16 pieces in one shot. All right? And I think we're not. So for the future. Wait a minute. Am I doing this the correct way? Which way do these blades go?
They're very dull. I think that's right, because you don't want to hit your fingers.
Terribly weak.
Yep.
Well, this is...
It's a Superman apple.
Holy criminy.
You shouldn't have gotten those iron apples. Stick with Fiji or Granny Smith.
Dennis?
Do you have any mushy apples that I can?
I need soft
Oh,
apples.
okay. Let's.
So I traded places with Dennis.
You give it a shot. Oh my gosh. It is straight down, right? That we do it?
Like this, right?
Yeah. All right.
We'll
So
do it at a
remember
slight
that
angle because the apple's
is
a little.
at a slight angle. Oh, he's doing it.
It's always felt dangerous when I do it too.
Can you keep going? Oh my
No, I can't.
gosh.
It won't go down any further than that.
Brought it to the sink because that's the cantilevered shelf. So now.
You did it!
Right. All right.
That and 100
So I think
calories
the fact
worked
that
out
this
later.
Is very
Yes.
solid, and that shelf has no legs; it just hangs over. And then
That was part of it. The shelf is a
bring this
little
under,
wonky.
and that
Then
pushes
you put
the
that,
rest of
that
them
iron
out.
thing under it, and that pushes it the rest of the way.
Oh.
Look at that.
I do always have that issue.
You know what? This is pretty good. It core a apple. It core a apple. All right. You know what?
You're the chef of the future.
I like this because I like apples, and cutting up apples is a pain. So I think this is pretty neat.
So Chumley happened to see that there was a hammer on the counter. I said to Dennis,
Oh.
if worst comes to worst, I am hitting this with a hammer. But we didn't
Hold down
need-
one side and smack it.
Yes, I was gonna work back and forth. Anyway, it worked great. It's under $10.
Yeah, so I've had these. I've never had one with a the bottom part. And what always
Yeah,
happens
I
is
think
you push
Yes.
it down, and then you kind of have to poke the bottom of it, so your fingers are really close to those sharp little edges, and
Yeah.
you're kind of just pushing it through. So this gets rid of all of that.
for $10. Oh, Scooter X, he must have found it for
Right.
$3 now. I
Let's
bet.
see. Cheaper even. 137. 137.
Wow.
Does this have the? It doesn't have the bottom piece.
Doesn't have the bottom,
Yeah.
but it looks
still.
suspiciously like the one that I have.
Yeah, definitely. This one has less. I wonder if another reason yours was difficult was this one doesn't seem to have as many blades in it, which
Blade,
actually
that
may
could be.
make it easier to cut.
Yes, that was the thin slicer.
Yeah,
Oh, it is a 16 slice thing,
yeah.
but
Versus that one,
it did finally work, and it's great
12.
because I like apples, but I don't. I like apple skin, so I would never peel them.
Right.
But this is a far easier way to cut.
To get open an apple. That's great.
Captain
Very
J
good.
says he found one that does 137 slices.
That's enough slices. Thank you.
AT, yeah. Anyway, all right. And finally, this is from the Sweet event yesterday. And this is well, you'll see it. I just think this is so clever. I love kid tracks.
Okay.
Kid Tracks, we love Kid Tracks, and they have just introduced something brand new, which is
The USPS mail delivery truck and post office tent.
Whoa.
now how heavy a child can be in that.
The mail truck has a max weight limit of 60 pounds, and the tent wouldn't have a max weight, but the tent is geared for kids 3 to 7, and then the mail truck is for kids 3 to 5.
And how fast can the mail truck go?
The truck goes in both forward and reverse at 2.5 miles per hour.
Okay, great. And do you know how long it would run on a full charge? Is it 12 volts or 6 volts?
6 volts.
6 volts. And do you know how long it would run on one battery charge?
That's a really interesting question, but that's hard to pin down because there's a lot of factors that go into it based on if the child's in the max weight, if you're, pressing down on the pedal the full time. So I think average, charges, it can be anywhere from, I think around an hour is optimal, but like it could go either way.
Okay. It depends on how much traffic there is.
Yeah, how much mail they have to deliver. But like all Kid Tracks toys, the truck does come with a really great one-step connect charger. So the play doesn't have to stop for long.
And does it come with any? Does it come with mail?
Yes, it does.
Oh my God! Is anything for me? Do you have anything for Di Bartolo?
So it's a mailbox and 3 pre-stamped mail letters.
Okay, and the little post office box comes with it?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And that, how much is the post office truck?
The truck is $269.
Okay, and that just came out yesterday, so it's available.
Buy it on kidtrackstoys.com.
Okay, and the pop-up post office is how much?
$44.
Okay, and is there anything inside there?
There is not, but that's where the little mail carriers can hang out and play pretend and imagine that they are like their daily postal worker.
Oh, I see a mailbox, a blue thing at the side. Is that where people can throw mail?
Yes.
Oh,
that's what the mail making.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yep, and then you can retrieve that mail from inside of the tent. So you can kind of create these really great play patterns and imaginative play. So you can put those letters in the mailbox. You can put them in the back of the truck. You can put them in the mail collection box on the side of the tent.
Oh, that's great. That's really great fun. Okay, guys, thank you so much.
That is so cool. Oh my God.
Isn't that neat?
You get so much stuff. So I was looking first at the Amazon page. You get the car that goes forward and reverse. You get the mailbox. You get the post office.
Well, the post office is separate. So the truck is for some reason, they have that like almost fictitious suggested retail price,
right?
But it's $229 for the truck and the stand-up mailbox with the mail in it, and then the post office tent is $44. Oh. And they just went on Amazon yesterday, but the dashboard looks really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It looks like like a little digital dash.
If you literally looked at this image quickly, you'd be like, okay, that was the mailman.
You would, yes, you would.
Like, you wouldn't know. That is so funny.
Yeah. And what she meant was about the battery. You don't hook up directly to the battery. There's just a little port in the side of the truck where you plug the AC adapter. And I think kids will love this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it has a little trunk. Oh, my gosh.
It's got a little mailbox at the back. And then there's no picture of it here, but the back of the tent is designed to look like a garage. So you could lift that and park the truck inside the tent. It's very cleverly worked out.
Yeah, absolutely. That's adorable. Absolutely adorable. I love it.
Actually, you know what, Chad? You could show there's a 50-second video. I think I sent a separate link for it.
Okay. Was it not the one I was playing? That might have been what I was just playing.
It might have been. If not, it's on that Amazon page too.
Okay, cool. Let me check that out. Here we are. That is just too adorable. I could also imagine, your kid going, once the mail arrives, the funnest time is like, okay, Get in your car and go get the mail for
Oh
me.
yes, yes. Go get it. Go to the mailbox and then drive it to the front door.
Right, exactly. Exactly. They need to sell the costume these kids are wearing too.
Yes, they should. I'm sure they do on Amazon somewhere. Yeah, I thought it was very cute. Kid Tracks, U.S. Postal Truck. It's on Amazon, but it's not shipping, I think, for 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, that is so fun. I was just checking out their website real fast, just to make sure there's nothing we missed. Yeah, there it is. The actual car,
Yeah,
and then
but it's
post office.
$2.29 on Amazon, so it's
Yeah.
$40 cheaper. Yeah, it's so good. It's just really clever.
Adorable.
I wonder
Adorable.
what dealing with the post office is like.
You start to you see your kids just waiting in line. You're like,
Yes.
what are you doing? Oh, we're playing post office.
That's right.
We have 20 kids waiting, but only one worker. Sorry.
That'd be very funny. Yeah, you'd see 10 kids in a line in front of that tent, and they
Yes. You're like,
Oh,
I just want to send this international. Well, you're going to have to fill out this form, and don't forget that the customs needs to be labeled correctly.
That's very funny. And then they would put the curtain down and say, "I'm going to lunch."
Yes, exactly. I think I have this all figured out. Oh, that's great. Time for my break. See you later.
Yeah. Be just like the real post office.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I'm
That's
sure
hilarious.
the post office licensed that. You can't use their logo and all that without getting an official license.
No, but what's
Somewhere
funny is the post office, I feel like, USPS, is weirdly very tech forward. And because I've seen them at every CES, they seem like weirdly very like focused on technology and that sort of stuff. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Okay. And that brings us to, ladies and gentlemen, Chad's
Oh, it's very quiet.
It's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Okie dokie. We are in the bicycle gadget month. So I have a new bicycle gadget. Take it away, me, from a few minutes ago.
Kid Track.
Whoops. Hey, Dicky D. We are back with another bicycle gadget in the same studio, just a slightly different angle. So today we are taking a look at this, which is a indicator light for bicycles. And the basic idea is that you could use this as a way to signal if you were turning left or right. Pretty straightforward. One of the reasons that I liked it is that it is wireless, so it comes with a remote, and it has a rechargeable battery inside. So it mentions on the front of the box that it is a 900 milliamp hour, not 1,000, but 900 milliamp hour battery. So I'm going to get this charged up, stick it on my bike. Oh, look, it's already kind of working just by clicking that, and see how it looks. Now, I already have a brake light on my bike, so this I just added just above it, so it's a little bit redundant for me. But the mount that they give is actually really great at being able to attach it really to any bike. And then the back of the indicator has a square adapter so that you can place this on here like this, or let's say this strap went the other way. So you could put it really in any direction, which is nice. Also, the remote is very easy to strap on with a silicone ring that they give you. They give you two different sizes. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. So you just kind of, it has a little pull tab, which you can pull off. There you go. And there's the ring that was allowing me to attach it to the handlebar. So I'll just pull this off so we can actually see what it does to the brake light. You turn on the brake light by clicking the middle button, and then it will give you its first mode. You can change the mode of the brake light by hitting this button right here. So it has solid, and then flashing. Then it has flashing with the indicators. Sorry for those of you, this is pretty bright and a lot. And then it has off with a little blink. And that blink is a little hard to see, but it does blink every once in a while, or just brake light on. Then when you hit a turn signal, it will actually make an audible sound. So you can hear that.
Oh.
It's kind of quiet. It's weird, but it does that until you hit the button again. And then same thing with the other side. The indicator doesn't change depending on what mode you are. Then I assume there's some type of honk, because it mentioned a honk. But I'm not sure. I just turned it on to flashing mode. I don't want that. Oh my gosh. No. Just the turn signal. That's it. So really, that's all it does. It's inexpensive, and I feel like it's pretty effective. And so I don't know why I remember the honk, but here it is on. For some reason, the honk was something I was like, yes, it definitely, because it says with horn USB, and the box doesn't mention that anywhere. There's no like instructions on how to actually get the thing to make a horn. So I think it's just that turn signal sound.
Okay.
All in all, I like it. I think that the fact that it has the rechargeable aspect to it, so you don't have to, switch out AA's or anything like that. It's kind of nice. I thought this was very weird. You might want a turn signal on your dog. Not really sure why you'd want to do that. And then I really liked the mounting hardware, which I kind of wanted to show off of the bike, that it is just a big old strap, and then you can strap it on, and because of that square mounting bracket, you can have it point anyway. One thing I did realize in my first take is that I put it on upside down, so you do want to test, that it's the correct orientation, because you may choose left.
I see.
And then go right, because it is the square, there's no way to tell which way is up. And I didn't see an indicator on, there's no indicator on the device itself. It's cheap. It's only $15. So for $15, I felt like it was a pretty good deal. It does.
I like the fact that it makes noise when it blinks, so that you don't accidentally leave it on.
Absolutely. Yes.
That's very good.
I don't think, and that's kind of what I realized, is because I was still really hooked on this idea of it having a horn. And so when it made a sound, I was like, no car is really going to be able to hear that. That's why I said it's a little quiet. It's not necessarily quiet. It's just too quiet for cars with their windows rolled up to hear you. So it's really just for the driver's sake to be able to tell that you've left the indicator on. So there you go. $15.
I like it.
Turn signal. Can strap basically anywhere and has a wireless remote. Oh, another thing to mention. The remote came dead. It has 3 screws on the back, 3 small screws, and it was just a CR2032 inside. But it was the battery was dead when it arrived, so be aware of that. And that's it for Chad's Crappy Corner. So let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
All right, so we got our wish, a first-time Gadget Warehouse video submission from Paul Smith, who writes, hello, Dick and Chad. Been a loyal viewer since the Twit Cottage days, submitting my first video of a device I cannot throw out. It's been in a drawer since 2007. I've been meaning to record this video for a long time. I had to purchase a new charging cable so I could give you a proper tour of the device.
Ooh.
And here it is.
Okie dokie. I'm excited about this.
Hello, Dick and Chad. This is Paul from beautiful Hiawassee, Georgia. I wanted to share with you today my warehouse item that I just can't get rid of. This is the Palm One Life Drive. Came out in 2005. This is the first Palm Pilot device that had a actual hard drive in it. Came with 4 gigabytes of storage, more than anyone could ever need.
Wow.
But just in case you needed more, there is an SD card slot here. Power slider on the top, place for a stylus, which I've lost. Dedicated voice memo button with a microphone there. A screen orientation button. Headphone jack. Sync port, charging port, and a reset button. To turn this thing on, you just slide that over. And there's your home screen. You can pin your
Instant
favorite
on.
apps there. Got a home button here. You can press that, and it will show your entire app drawer. This device could be used to connect to your phone, and you could send and receive SMS messages through Bluetooth. It could also be
Wonder if that
put into
still
drive
works.
mode, where this could be plugged into your computer and act as a external hard drive.
Wow.
With phones today, when you rotate horizontally, it changes automatically. With this, you had to press that button there and then wait. And wait a little bit more. And finally, it would change.
You know, it had me at instant
Press the button
on.
there to collapse the input panel and scroll through your favorite apps. I had TomTom Navigator, a music app
Oh,
to listen to
TomTom.
internet radio, email, web, everything you could ever need. Just to give you a comparison on size, I've got my Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. A little bit different. We've come a long way.
No way.
Quite different in thickness there. This device was $500 when it was first released. I hope I didn't pay $500 at the time, but I might have. I am a gadget nerd after all. So here we go. Palm Life Drive. It's been in my drawer for the past 10 years, but it powered right up once I charged the battery. Love the show. Thanks.
That is amazing.
Wow.
That is amazing.
So it's like 16 years old, 2005.
The other
Paul,
thing is
that
in
was
2008, 2007, was that the year that the iPhone was announced?
Oh.
When was the iPhone announced? iPhone announcement. It was
Oh, yeah, 2007, Nick's with a C
Yeah.
and Pack and W.
So that was the, future, think of that first
The
iPhone.
death.
Yes, that was what was going to kill that device. The spinning the hard drive, I don't know if it was spinning, but the hard drive with 4 gigabytes
That was pretty
Whoa,
amazing back then.
requires the name Life Drive, because that could store whatever you want there. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Paul from Hiawassee, Georgia. Paul, that was great. This is our favorite kind of video, where we marvel about technology from 15 to 20 years ago that still looks very impressive. And the fact that it still works is great. It's just great. So I'll get a Mad Magazine off to you. Email me your home address, okay, if you live in the U.S. If you live outside the country, I will sign an Alfred E. Newman photo, now 40 years old, and send you a high-res image. That's it.
That's great.
Make the video and send the link to mail@gizwiz.tv. Mail@gizwiz.tv. But it can be, if you don't have an old gadget laying around, anything to do with a gadget, 1 to 3 minute video. And as Paul did, horizontal. And make sure we can see the gadget and hear your voice. That's it. Mail@gizwiz.tv. I think we have one more video, so get them in. Get those videos in.
Send them in. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters
Now, and this letter refers to last week's gadget of the week from Adam and Jeff. It was the bug bite thing.
Oh, yeah.
Rick Anthem, Akram, Ankrum, says, We talked about fire ants, and Rick writes, I thought fire ants bite, but I read they are in the wasp family, and they actually sting you.
Oh.
And so the bug bite thing might help.
Oh.
Who knew? But they don't fly, right?
No. But they do like I have seen they have a little, thing on the back.
A stinger.
Stinger type thing.
They sting from the back?
I don't know, but I really don't know. They hurt like heck, and my ankle swole. I got a big old swollen ankle after it. So
Captain
interesting.
Jay said, yes, it's a stinger. We have them like crazy in Florida.
Interesting. I thought that they bit with their mandibles too. I thought that was a thing. I wonder if...
Shumley says the females fly. Yeah, Captain J says they hurt and they do swell.
So someone's saying customer reviews. This is a 5-star review. So I searched, how they have the questions and answers and whatnot for fire ants. So I bought this thing, went out to the fire hill, helped with the bites. I ran inside, used it immediately, and it works. I couldn't believe it. I did it twice in the spots, and the pain was gone. I was definitely skeptical, but I am a believer. So there you go.
All right, there you go.
Okay, I might be buying one because I also got some text from friends that say, I bought this. It's been great.
So, and it's just $10.
Yeah, just $10. So
$10. The bug bite thing.
Bug bite thing. Awesome. Sweet. Good. Who knew?
Thank you.
Who knew that was a sting?
Wow.
Makes
we
sense
learned
why
so much
fire
today.
ants are so bad.
From buying the bug bite thing to not buying the heating, cooling personal system.
Right. To coming up with our own gadget that we need to start on Kickstarter.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Yes, definitely. Well, I want to say big thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support. If you give back to the Giz Wiz, seriously, we love you. Thank you so much for your generosity. If you like the Giz Wiz and want to give back, please consider giving back over at patreon.com/GizWiz. You can also head on over to gizwiz.tv and click on the Patreon tab, and then there is a PayPal link there if you want to give via PayPal. However you give, huge thank you to those of you who support the show. Thank you so much. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, you can head on over to gizwiz.tv and watch the show live just about every Thursday. Next week we will be on Wednesday, so there will be a schedule change next week. Head on over there. The live stream will just update with the new show, or it will, if you came after the live stream is over, that will just be the latest show right there. You can also see all of our previous shows right there on the website. If you want information about all the gadgets that we cover on the show, head on over to gizwiz.biz, that's Dickie D's website, where he writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we cover. So head on over there, read about some gadgets. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? We had our own miniature What the Heck Is It? But this is the real one, the real What the Heck Is It? And this is the Ben 10 wristwatch. Do you know Ben 10, Dickie D?
No.
Ben 10 is a cartoon. Let's see if I can find... I searched Bed 10. Ben 10. There it is. Here, that's that.
Oh my gosh.
That's the gadget.
Oh my gosh.
Found it. Said he could turn into 10 different monsters or something like that. I forget exactly what he could do, but it's the Ben 10 wristwatch, let me tell you. So if you think you know what it is, get a guessin' over at gizwiz.biz. There are 6 Mad magazines for the correct answer, but 12 Mad magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, and interesting answers. So get a guessin' over at gizwiz.biz. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.